What's up? It's your girl Kay. I want to welcome you to another episode of the Corner Podcast. That's Corner with Kay, baby. Please believe it. For all my new subscribers, please make sure if you're watching this on YouTube that you hit the subscribe button. I have the pleasures and I done rolled up on iSupaDave, and I had the pleasure of working with him before, and this is what has been an honor. And when I tell you it was good working with him, y'all know how I am about my music. Y'all know how funny acting, don't like to sing, but it was a pleasure to have be comfortable in the zone. So I'm gonna let him introduce yourself. So what's going on?
What's up, man? You know what I'm saying? I'm iSupaDave. That's iSupaDave. And on Instagram it's at iSupaDave_. So it's iSupaDave_. And I'm an artist, engineer, producer. Born and raised in Atlanta, Zone 3, Somerville, Shoutside, Kenville, born home, and West Side, all over Atlanta. Born and raised.
Okay, so how long have you been doing music? Tell people all your titles. First of all, you hold a lot of titles, you do a lot of things.
Sure.
So tell the people what you do. Give them the list, run it down. Don't give it to us.
I mean, so first to start with when I started music, or you know how I started music was when I was young, just having the influence of like Lil Wayne. Really, that was my biggest influence, like 14 years old, and then just knew I wanted to make beats. I just knew I had a passion for making beats, and I just started going at it. I downloaded FL Studio. I know that's a well-known program for making beats and shit, even to this day. But back then I started and just took a chance and just learned over years and years and years, got better with that. Then I kind of learned how to operate, like record myself.
Okay.
After I learned the beats, I learned how to record myself, learned how to engineer, got better and better with that. Then I learned how to mix. So all these different steps over time, like 10, 15 years now over. Like,
would you say that you learned it, or would you say that it was still? Because when I say, you know how we was in studio, you actually was teaching me, like, hey, sing it like this, do it like this. And it came out like, okay, I know I can even go to, like, push yourself. So, what would you say you learned it, or was it kind of like a skill that you learned that you had?
As far as that part, that's a different part than all of that. Because that's more like developing, just having an ear and a talent for, like, knowing what I want to hear, basically.
Okay.
So, I could challenge the artist to perform. For like me, basically, like, cause I got an ear, so that's different than.
So that's what I'm saying. Did that come naturally, and then that's what made you fall into music?
Yeah. It came naturally. Yeah, I just knew. You know what I'm saying? I had a,
because you had that ear, you was kind of like that.
Yeah,
okay, I can do this, and then maybe learn this.
For sure.
So it became like a skill set.
Yep, and then if you do some deep research, I got history. Like my great grandfather was a musician.
Okay.
Well known, big in his time, named Duke Pearson. We share the same last name, so that's my dad's mother, her dad, Duke Pearson. So
it run through your blood. It's in you.
I learned that later though, after the fact, like, so it really is. It's really natural.
Okay.
It's in it.
Do you play any instruments?
Other than like piano, my ear. I don't even know how to read music or nothing like that. Yet I don't practice that. I plan on going and, you know what I'm saying, learning a few instruments though.
Okay, what genre of music are you, what is your, would you say you have a genre of music? First of all, let me ask that. Would you say that you have a genre of music that you're skilled in? That would be iSupaDave.
One genre, no. My music, as far as artists, I would classify it as one genre though.
So you're an artist, engineer, a producer, do it all.
Yeah, do it all.
All right, so tell me about some, let's get into what made iSupaDave. Let's get into that. When you created iSupaDave, when you said, this is what I'm going to be as an artist, what was that concept?
That concept started out from like superhero days. Then,
Okay.
like No Heart gave me that name just because I was kind of like good at like rapping. We was already rapping. Before we was making beats though, just playing around, just like not taking it serious. But then just to make beats too, like it started really getting good, like super, just to like, like fire, rapping and making beats. how that started. Then I just thought about a concept to make iSupaDave more like marketable. It is. Thought about like iPhones and AI, artificial intelligence. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put the I in front of iSupaDave because it's a million iSupaDave. So
Okay.
you know, I stamped that. And iSupaDave just is out of it.
I like to call you Super. So I was like, Super was on this.
Yeah,
You know,
sure,
man.
sure.
I was like, you let me embrace that name. So, but
I'm something like a machine, so I'm like, I'm far in the future with this shit. Like, so iSupaDave is just like basically that machine, a code for that. You know what I'm saying?
okay. So who you say Lil Wayne inspired you? So what did you like about Lil Wayne as an artist?
I like how basically how he started as a legit. Like, started rapping young in that shit. Really like so. And skill, of course, talent. He just had natural talent though. Same shit, baby singing. He knew the world wants to see the same shit. So I respect that. But that was just one of the first artists that was just different. And how he dove into rock and skinny jeans and then the punk shit and just different areas. So diverse music as well. He got catalog diverse music, not just rap.
Alright. So who is iSupaDave behind the music? When you want to be, who are you? But when you're not iSupaDave.
Outside of music shit. Shit, regular person, dad. You know, artist still, because I just love to do music. Without being in the music business, I still do music just to vent. Like, it's fun saying the beginning and the end. So outside of music, it's just my passion. I still do music every day. Yeah.
So you're at home with the babies or kids.
Yeah. I got my daughter at 5 years old recording songs. She got a song on the way.
Okay.
She like set it up, but she can say she been in the studio since she was 5. It really, like, you gonna see though, she got a song on the way.
What is it like being a dad, raising kids in the music business? As an artist, as a producer, as a late night, you know, you're working late, you're traveling, you're busy, you're trying to grind. What is it like being a dad? And being a support system to,
Right.
you know, your family.
In 2023.
In
as well,
2023.
Like, pandemic babies and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what's going on. Like, so yeah, that shit. I don't know. I can't compare it to like how I was raised.
What are your experience?
My experience growing up.
No, just as
Just
being a dad.
and,
Being a dad.
in this time. This shit hard. This shit tough. Because the economy right now is fucked up. I think like I don't know how it was because I didn't really notice when I was young. You know, as a kid, you didn't really notice how it was back then. But I know now. I feel like this shit harder than it was growing up. It's getting there, like just.
It's different. I love to tell
So
people
for
that
my
it's
kids,
different.
it's just, you know, they always come first. There's just a lot of work and anxiety about, you know, what school, what area, and like keeping them
How
safe.
do you balance that out? Like, how do you balance the work life and being there or involved there? Because, you know, you're involved there. I've seen you work and be up taking care of your baby. So you're very involved there. So how do you balance that?
Just need to help great mothers for real on that part. Like we might go through our thing, they still hands on great mothers to their kids, and every kid need it for real. Like at least 2 parents that's hands on.
2 co-parentings.
Yeah. And nowadays more men like myself is hands on. Like we take pride in it. You know what I'm saying? No wars and none of that. Just something I just take pride in. I ain't really had that growing up.
So let's talk about growing up. What was your experience growing up? Like, talk about not experiences, but what was it like growing up in Atlanta? You know, for you, me growing up in Atlanta, everybody know my story. My story is open. I talk about it on my page a lot. You know, I grew up in a foster home, and I have, you know, I grew up all over Atlanta. I said, Griffin, everywhere. So tell me what's your experience like growing up in the A, yeah, you know?
Yeah, it was fun though. We was always in the project. We got there. Even when we moved out the project, we was always in the project. Like, the weekend and shit. Just having fun. It was so, I can say my childhood person fun, and I ain't really see no struggle. Like, too like, I had shit, I had video games, new shit. I was fresh. So, as I grew up, I see like, okay, you want to do just good at hiding, like she just doing her thing though. But
she was making it happen. That's what we do. We put that hat on. We make it work. Whatever hat need to be put on, we put it on. Let's talk about your team. Who are you want to talk about your team? Some of the people, you say you have teams, y'all have different entities. You shout them out, give them,
Yeah, so I got Tess on the video and photography. She go to school for. Know her. It's just my brother. He do everything I do. Feel me? But it just so.
Let's get into that because you mentioned him earlier. You said y'all grew up together. Y'all used to rap when y'all was younger. Let's talk about not so y'all relationship, but more so that loyalty, that concept when friends become family. You know what I'm saying? Or you develop that bond because people don't. You can in this world in 2023 we don't have that. Especially when you're an artist developing. So many things are happening to artists today. So many things are going on with artists. How do you keep that circle intact?
I don't know. I really think I leave that up to God because some bonds just be you can't really explain it. It just be over time. You've been through so much with this person. I've been through so much with my brothers to know who they're for me and to know how this person will react in what situation and so just help with God. And then you just develop those instincts and I'm keeping my circle small as far as just friends and people hang around people every day. These relationships and just like associates is cool though, but you gotta really like show me that you're a friend though. They gonna take time to just what I'm saying, effort. So I'm really like either family or you just somebody I know really like. Like I said, a real friend me is the family. So I really don't even use friends like this my friend. He my brother, like family. Been through so much. In between brother or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand very well because in this world today you can't, what I'm saying, most of the people I hang with, they been family, you know what I'm saying? I don't really have no friends, everybody know that. I don't, I know people from high school, so I get that concept very well. Let's talk about writing music. Do you write music? Or are you open to writing for other artists?
Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely have written songs and got paid for
What
songs.
Okay, what are some of the?
I don't write my own music. I don't write my own music.
You don't?
No, of course not. Because I'm an engineer and I just can, I can write it in my head, basically the same concept. I'm memorizing it up here, basically versus writing it on the paper, and I'm saving time.
Okay.
Just using this and then just going straight to this and pour it and edit it.
Are you open to working with artists? How can people reach you if they want to work with you as far as, just working as an artist or so?
People want to reach me, they can reach me on any social media platform.
So just hit the inbox, y'all.
Yeah.
Hit the messenger,
Sure.
whatever platform y'all see this on.
Get my website, iSupaDave.com. Got my own domain, my name.
And what can they find on there as far as the music? I know the music, the videos. Is it
find,
merch?
Yeah, you can
anything?
find, I ain't got my shop up yet, but I'm definitely working on that. But you can find like blogs on there. Working on like a blog, like a feature. I'm featuring somebody every week or every month, different person of interest, that I find fascinating in some kind of way. Just helping build my platform on my website, and then
Come
just
through
helping
networking.
giving back to whoever I just choose, put on there.
That's a good thing. I think that they're gonna help somebody.
Yeah, it's gonna help. Sure. Get them involved too, engaged with me too. Like we can.
What are some of the artists that you're interested in working with?
I feel like interested in working with any artist right now that has drive and that's serious about their craft, whether you know what I'm I'm saying, they just starting or whatever, be serious. Shit, I don't know, everybody. Ain't no mainstream artists that I just want to work with. I'm really just for us, like.
You're a creative.
Yeah, just work.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
You see all this going on in the news today, all of the chaos. Being a black man, what does that feel like? What is that experience like for you? We could talk, and I can say, oh, our black men, but I want to know where our black men is feeling. Cause it's scary when you're looking in or you're looking out in there. It's scary.
Yeah,
so what is your experience?
For me, I learned how to adapt to being a black man without like kind of feeling sorry for myself. I don't feel sorry for myself, or you know what I'm saying. So kind of built that defense up and just. But I be feeling like alone sometimes. I got so much around me, but I don't know. Just like.
What is that feeling alone feel like? Why do you feel alone?
I don't really know, can't really say. Just, I feel like everybody do be feeling misunderstood in some kind of way. Can't really talk to my brother as much as I probably want to, because we just so hard up. It's hard to just express.
Lay that guard down.
Yeah, it's hard to express myself. So I rather express it to my girl, say something, I feel more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Vulnerable to her. But it's like being black is just for a black man though. It's fun though, because we know we got power though. When you really know you got that power though, it just can't nobody tell, can't be nothing like.
I laughing because
I feel so many times.
I love being black.
Yeah, right.
I like being black.
Yeah.
I do like being black. It's fun.
Yeah.
So
you get used to like.
It's like a superpower. What you say? It's a superpower.
Yeah, you get used to that friction. You just expect it. Everywhere I go, I'm just ready for whatever. Like.
So you built that guard up, like.
Yeah. The environment that I come from in Atlanta, it was just, this shit fast. It was just, I adapt with it.
Okay. I mean, but would you say that adapting could be for just settling?
Nope, because you know how they say the strongest survives. The most strong survives, I believe, the most adaptive is going to survive. Because as everything's changed, you got to know how to change around it.
So you build that concept of we got to live through it. We got to live anyway.
Yeah.
I get that. You got to live anyway, so that makes sense.
Yeah, you got to kind of adapt. It ain't about crying or none of that. Just like, because niggas cry. It's just we still be having to get up and just adapt to what's around us, okay? Like, it's my circumstances. I know if I walk out the door or if I drive down the street, I ain't even bother nobody's potential. I can, you know what I'm saying? I'm facing all type of little fears every day. Just dealing with it though. Like, smiling.
Do it make you not want to truly be who you want to be, because we are not just our culture is stereotyped, So do it not make you want to be, well, I don't want to live up to what the stereotype is, but it's part of culture.
What you think the stereotype is?
I don't get into it much, but for me, I feel like the stereotype is we don't know how to act, or we care more about flashy things, or there's assumptions really, in my opinion, because they're not the people that I know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that everyone is like that.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is what the issues are.
Yeah.
Now, but we just see. I'm not saying that everyone is wrong. I'm just saying that you see what happened with the police officers, but nobody is making the rah-rah the same way when it happened with the white officers.
Right.
So do we make everything so black and white in the situations when it's not?
Yeah, I think that's just the truth of it. It's just that's part of adapt, because we know that we not really, there's no equality when it comes to race races. Every race got their little social status and, you know what I'm saying, history. So it ain't about race.
I feel like we should spend more time trying to develop and be greater than what we spend it on, in a sense. So more developing the craft that we have, or walking in our power, than, you know, lingering on the issue. So I just wanted to know that your opinion, because you are, you know, a black man and we are dealing with issues. But as an artist, with artists being, so much things happen with artists and they get to the top and they fall, or they get to the top and they're, you know, things happen where sometimes it's not even their fault.
But when you're an artist and a producer and an engineer, you just so much more than just an artist. And it's just like, it's just how people look at, like, I guess, an artist. But you gotta get to know that person before that artist. You know what I'm saying? But if you find out me, I ain't just an artist. Probably people
Right.
never just knew that.
Right. But my question was when was going to be when developing all that. So we're working, you're grinding, you're doing all of these different things, engineering, producing, artists, making music as well, creating beats. Do you have that fear once I get there, somebody's gonna try to snatch it from me? Because what we're seeing now, they're taking it from the artists.
Right.
Different artists, all artists. It's just like, first thing they do. Counsel, it's counsel.
That's why I feel like it's a mindset, because you can have a mindset of an artist.
Can't counsel
Or
me
you can have
though.
a mindset of something more than an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I have a mindset something
As a
more than an
businessman.
artist. Yeah, so I'm thinking about developing artists. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm putting the music out regardless whether I make money or not, but I'm more in it for just like,
The love, the
yeah,
creation
more than
of
being
it.
an artist though. I can sit back and make beats or something if I wanted to. I ain't even gotta be an artist.
What's your
I got
favorite?
that
What is
option.
your favorite? What is your favorite when you're working? If you had to, if you said this is the one thing that I want to do, what would it be? Producing, engineering, editing, writing. You do a lot of things. So
If I had to just choose,
yeah, if you had to choose and say, this is what I'm gonna settle down, and this is gonna be this, the focus.
I probably record. That's the easiest thing. I have somebody else record me. I can sit back just like this, close my eye, I can be just saying shit, basically. Just record. I done got so good. Just I can just say whatever. It make it sound good, but I got a voice for this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Auto-tune. One of my favorite plugins in life. Type shit help me get my voice right. You know. I choose that though. Just recording. So no engineering, no making beats. They can just be an artist.
Okay.
But I know a lot about the business of the music, so you can't just put me in no artist box though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, you're not. You're not. I just said you have many titles. Well, would you consider? Are you considering starting a company, a label, one day?
Label. I feel like shit. I would love to go into a partnership with a label. I don't want to do it by myself though. Like, but I love to go to a partnership one day with a label. But I'm really I got a team. I'm like the head of the production team on my side. So that's the base of any label. You know what I'm saying? So we making the music. We hooking up the sound. We just like the base of the label. So I'm like, why not do that? I know how to run this shit. I can run anything. Like,
When we talk growth, let's talk about some of the growing pains as your development. What were some of the things that you learned, some of the experiences that you had? Because we all go through them. So what are some of the things that you can tell someone when developing, or, you know, going through as engineering, or trying to build the business that you have built, or the companies or the team that you have built? What are some of the growths that you've experienced?
Basically learning the business. I focus a lot on that. I'm still learning a lot. But making music so easy, making beats easy to me. I'm just trying to understand how this money is being generated. Like, how, you know what I'm saying? So,
So is that something that so we would say that is a goal for you to develop more on the craft of the monetizing part of it.
Yeah, sure, man.
So y'all hear it. If y'all know, get with his team, call his folks, connect. That's what we trying to do.
Definitely can help a lot of people with monetizing, distribution. Got our own platform. Got Dap, got Emo Media.
Talk about
IG Media.
That's what get it to me.
I got a few businesses. Production team. Yep, we got producers as well on the team, signed.
And we was talking earlier, you look for marketing,
We got
marketing team.
We got a few photographers on the team.
So connect, work. That's why I say he do it all. You gonna get your video, get it recorded, get your beat back.
This where we at right now is one of the locations, like one of the homes of the studio where we record at and offer studio time.
Right. So you do a lot of different things.
I appreciate how you just came, brought it up right in my spot.
Thank you for having me. It was definitely an honor. Thank you for hitting me up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Being serious about your craft, because that's what it takes. More consistency, more consistent people, and I'm really appreciative of it. And you know what I'm saying? Again, let us know where we can find you. Shout your Instagram out, let the people know.
Find me on every social media platform: Instagram, TikTok, Tumblr, Facebook, Twitter, whichever one I missed out. You can find me on there under iSupaDave. That's iSupaDave. On Instagram is iSupaDave _. And click the link in my bio on my Instagram, and it'll give you a direct link to my YouTube. And I'm starting to release a lot more content as far as like pranks and different stuff on my YouTube channel. And I'm dropping singles back to back to back. Like, as you can see, I just dropped 2 singles in the last, on Valentine's Day. Matter of fact, I just dropped 2 singles: Millionaire Race featuring Billy No Heart, and I dropped a single by me, All Day Long. And like I said, all this stuff is produced, mixed by us in-house producers, our team. And if you want beats, if you need distribution, you need management, you need mixing, mastering, you need studio time, contact me on my social media.
Alright. Listen, y'all know where to find your girl, the Corner Podcast. Y'all know where to find me on YouTube, Instagram, all social platforms. And I'll see y'all next episode. Again, I want to thank you for having me. It was a pleasure talking to you, getting to know you. And we got to do this again. You got to come. We got to get some more people to talk. Ain't got to kick it. For real, for real.
Show so much more.
I just popped up on you. You feel? Right. So I just popped up on you today. So, but y'all gonna see some more iSupaDave on the Corner Podcast. Gonna come out to some of his shows, show up some of his videos, get some media. I know we're gonna be developing some new stuff, so I will be popping up with my team, getting some content of my own for you, because we want to see you in your vibe working as well. I want to just come interrupt your work, but we want to be a background a little bit. So I want to thank you again for having me. So y'all know where to find your girl.